Because this is my podcast, dang it.
My bobblehead Gweg over here.
My dad's. My actual dad's.
They probably had a party in his poop. I hate being here.
Crap.
Crispy.
Whether you like it or not, stinkers.
Mom doesn't like you. All right, let's do this. Are we good? Let's clap. We good? You rolling?
Let's clap. We're rolling.
All right. 3, 2, 1. It is 10:13 a.m. in the morning, and
That
that was
felt
the
pretty
loudest
powerful.
clap I've ever heard in my life. My ears are not awake yet.
Dude, all right. Good mythical morning, everybody. Welcome into our show that we do in the morning every day. As you can tell, we're super comfortable and professional with this. Hi, guys. Welcome to season 4, episode 4, 3, probably.
Bro, it's so early. Dennis and Ken aren't even here to...
Dennis and Kenneth have not entered the chat.
Dang it.
We had to set up. Anyways, yeah, man. Season 4, episode 3. We are super excited to be here for you. I don't know if any of you caught last time. We mentioned a couple of different times that we were recording a little bit later than we usually do, which kind of leads to some silly behavior a little bit, specifically on that side of the table there. No, I'm just kidding.
This is an equal podcast. Equal funniness on both sides of the table.
Equal funniness on both sides of the table. Ram Talk has always been about
Mine
equality.
just sometimes get a little glonky late at night. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't talk about your mom's nipples, but that's okay. We can save it for next week. So
you know whose nipples we did talk about?
Like I said, last time we recorded a little bit later than we used to. Today, I think might be the earliest random talk recording,
my gosh,
maybe ever, because we started and it was usually like,
I'm gonna be honest, I have a headache right now.
Yeah,
that's how early we are.
It's not a fun time, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I hate being here.
No, it's good, but definitely earlier than we're used to. So, apologies in advance for any weird stuff that might happen or come out of any mouth.
Listen, man, we didn't even have a jersey code.
Yeah,
we're not even repping our jerseys this morning. What time is it?
No dress code.
We need to start decorating the desk a little bit.
Yeah, maybe get some trees like we did that one time that nobody ever saw.
The trees are fun.
Trees were good.
All right, Dennis, that's your job, man. You gotta fix that. You gotta be ready.
Facts.
So hey, next episode on Friday.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Fun Friday.
Fun Fridays are back. This is the second week of the season, by the way. But on Friday, we will have a more decorated setup.
Yeah.
And potentially new guest.
Whoa. Dennis. Come on out, buddy.
Dennis is actually, he signed a contract that he cannot show his face on camera.
Dang it.
It's the immigration policy that Trump set up.
Dude.
This is not a political podcast.
Sending love to all my Croatians, like Dennis.
Oh, dude, when we
you deserve to have your face.
When we get the Croatian flag, we'll set it up.
Okay.
In the mail.
Fire.
Soon. Anyways,
love
yes, like Tacen said. Oh, by the way, this is Tacen.
Hey, guys. Be
And I'm
nice to
Matthew.
people. I mean it.
So true. This is episode 3.
I think it's number 3. Pretty sure. Yeah, my name is Tacen. That's Matthew. Hey, howdy, hey.
I cannot do this right now. I'm not a morning person.
So today, kind of the big thing we wanted to get into. We had a really good time last episode, season 4, episode 2.
Were we starting with the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, that's. Let's just get into the game, man.
I can't with this guy, bro.
Dude.
Not right now.
I'm trying to bring the energy. I'm trying to overcome
I really
the
appreciate
sleepy.
There's only been a handful of times where we've hung out in the morning.
Yeah.
Can you name all 5?
Every time it kind of goes like this.
Literally,
we think it's a really good idea.
In St. George, we don't talk to each other the first 30 minutes after we get up.
No,
we're especially with Isaac. He's just on the couch scrolling Instagram reels.
Dude, what a guy.
And then there's a couple. You picked me up to go coach at BYU.
Yeah.
So that was an early morning one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything much else.
Dude. St. George Part 2.
St. George Part 2, yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
So yeah, let's get into our game. Let's get into our episode. Let's get into the vibe, city, population, not us.
We play basketball.
Oh my, we did play basketball a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Anyways.
Look at us, really just evolving.
We're not really morning people. That's okay though. Anyways.
But keep watching because we got a great show.
We got a great show for you tonight. What's the game?
The game is you say a word at the same time, and then you try to eventually say the same word, and see how long it takes.
Okay.
But because we're best friends, we're gonna get on the first try.
First try, obviously.
Yeah. If JJ and Chloe come on, we should do a like friends versus friends challenge.
Whoa.
See which pair of friends
Wow.
knows each other better, like a wedding game.
We're getting married on the podcast. Season 4 finale. We finally get married.
What does elope mean?
I think it just means to wed.
It's the same thing.
Chance. But like not like the wedding part, just like the actual like marriage part.
To run away secretly. What?
All right, dog.
To run away secretly, especially to get married without parental consent.
That's what we're doing.
Dang it. I'm running away to Croatia.
I'm running away.
All right, here's the game. Okay, we already explained the game. The thing is,
apologies in advance to editor Ken. There's gonna be a lot of glonk here to cut through in the first
a lot of glonk.
First couple minutes of this, but stay strong, buddy. Stand strong. Actually.
Random talk strong. We base it off the words we previously said.
Right. So the first one is just like kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Nipples.
Butters.
I was trying.
Bro, I said butters because you said
I was trying to
nipples.
keep it relevant.
We were no, we got this.
Okay.
Yeah, I did an S on mine because you got an S on yours.
Okay.
Okay, butters and nipples.
Butters and nipples. By the way, I think there's an obvious answer
this is so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Milk. Boom. Dude, because we're best friends.
All right,
easiest game of all time.
Round two.
Dang it.
Round 2.
Oh, it'd have been so cool to just one and done it like that.
No, to prove
Okay.
that we
gotta
got
prove
this.
it. Gotta prove it.
Okay. Are you going based on objects in the room or just on your mind?
I was just I got nipples on my mind.
Let's not bring up nipples again on this
going
podcast.
For that. I did. Well, I
was
went
kind of cheating with it.
I went nipples because I was like, it's something we've already like brought up today, so it's like,
okay,
could be.
I'm just gonna say
it's not as deep in the mind.
I'm just gonna say the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Running.
Blue.
You said blue?
I said blue. I want color. Blue.
Color.
Blue running.
I said running.
We could do this.
Ooh. Blue running? Running blue? If it's obvious to you, it's not obvious to me.
Well, I have so many things. I'm just gonna pick one. Like,
okay,
blue running. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Sonic.
We are the best friends.
We are the best friends. Goodness, sorry. We are the best friends to have ever friended. Actually,
we will be eloped by the end of this episode.
Dude, way to go! Way to go!
Do we dare do it one more time?
I mean, I'm kind of like terrified to not get it.
Hey, editor Ken, feel free to cut this out.
Cut it out if we don't get it.
Make us look good. All right.
Okay.
I gotta think of my word.
Okay.
I got mine.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Scooby.
Popcorn.
Okay. I'm kind of carrying over from second game to third game.
I was thinking about Scooby though.
Scooby popcorn. Scooby popcorn.
Scooby popcorn. Does it have to be one word?
I don't think so. I have one. It's kind of like a might need to be hyphenated a little bit. That's probably giving away way too much. Dang it. But Scooby popcorn, something definitely comes to mind.
Okay, I'm just gonna say mine.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Scooby-Doo Saturdays.
Oh,
dang it! Oh. Dang it! Okay, Scooby Snacks. Scooby-Doo Saturdays.
Scooby-Doo Saturdays,
dude,
bro.
that was the best Saturday of my life.
Also, happy early birthday, Scooby.
Happy birthday.
I said Scooby Snacks.
Scooby Snacks.
I just put the two together.
Okay.
Okay, no, we got this.
Okay.
Scooby Snacks, Scooby-Doo Saturdays.
You'd think that there's
I think there's one option that's pretty clear here.
Whoa.
Just blend them together, mix them in a weird way, and you get it. Okay, ready? I'm going one word on this one.
Whoa.
3, 2, 1.
Scooby.
Movies.
Dang it. I went back to Scooby.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say the same word again?
Probably not. I didn't think about that.
That's okay. We make up the rules here. I said movies. Movie Scooby.
Movie Scooby. There are a few of those.
But movies and Scooby. How are we gonna do this one? What's your thought process right now, Bert? Talk to me.
My thought process is lots of Scooby-Doo movies. Do I pick a movie? Do I pick a different character? Do I pick one of like the shows specifically? Because Scooby-Doo has been around since like 1969. Like so many different iterations and reboots and everything.
So you're going cartoon character Scooby. In my mind, I was thinking friend Scooby.
Right. Okay.
Scooby movies. 3, 2, 1.
Scooby Z 1, 2, 3. Obviously, the hit YouTube channel, Scooby Movies. That's actually, it was called Scooby Movies first, and then he changed it.
He's got a new YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Scooby memes, Scooby Z's memes.
Yeah.
Scooby Z 1, 2, 3 memes.
Dog was so obvious.
We'll put it in the
so sad I didn't get there. Editor Ken, feel free to cut this out and make us look good going 2 for 2.
No, we got this.
Okay.
Dog Scooby Z 1, 2, 3 YouTube channel.
Dang it.
I said dog. You plugged a whole YouTube channel.
Well, I was thinking, because you specified Friend Scooby, I was like, okay, Friend Scooby.
Yeah, that's a good point. I kind of went away from my.
Boom.
I'm just gonna say word.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Shaggy.
Instagram. Dang it.
Ooh.
Shaggy.
I went with Shaggy.
We're going to the same thing every time.
I went with Shaggy because I was thinking that goes for Friend Scooby and Fake Scooby.
We could do this. Instagram
Shaggy. Dude. You ever just like...
I think we just have to throw out words at this point.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Story.
Fruit snacks.
Crap. Fruit snacks. Okay. Fruit snacks story.
Again, welcome back to the Round Talk podcast, where we take a trend and we dive in for it for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was scared this was gonna happen if we went one more.
We could cut it out if you want. Let's get it, and then editor Ken will decide.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna. Let's just go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bedtime.
Oh, bedtime Veggie Tales. Ooh. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
Bedtime Veggie Tales. 3, 2, 1. Sunday.
I was trying to think of bro's name. Shout out Bob the Tomato.
Sunday Bob the Tomato.
Sunday Bob the Tomato.
Okay, 3.
Or
3, 2, 1.
Larry the Cucumber.
I was thinking Larry the Cable Guy. So I was kidding. All right, let's move on from this stupid game we decided to play.
2 for 2 was magical, though. That was epic.
That is so funny. Yeah. Anyways, what game is that called? Bestest friends game. That's a terrible title. Don't look my screen. All right, moving on to the next segment
Yo.
because this is how we do this now.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode
Mm-hmm.
we
Season 4, episode 3. Check it out if you haven't, by the way.
episode 2.
Season 4,
That's
episode
okay.
3 is currently
It's
happening.
now.
Feel free to continue checking it out. Season 4. Dang it, with so many episodes. Almost 100, by the way.
Which we have something great planned for episode 100.
We absolutely do.
But yeah, so last episode we did a little top 5 nostalgic things from our childhood.
Yeah.
It was a great segment. It was fun. Late at night,
Well,
we got silly.
I didn't mean like
We got
us.
reminiscent.
Yeah.
It was good time.
We're always reminiscent too. I feel like that's very like,
Yeah, if you know what my favorite saying is, if you can't get reminiscent with your friends, they're not your friends.
that's my favorite saying.
So LeBron
That's what I'm
James
talking
actually
about.
taught me that one. But last episode we did a top 5, and growing up in the early 2000s, there's just so much more,
Yeah.
and also just having 21 years of life,
Mhm.
there's just so much more than the 5.
It was kind of a big boom in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Of just fun
So
stuff.
we're gonna make a part 2 of this. So like really a top 10, but this is the second round of the draft.
Second round.
So I got first pick last time, so it's only fair if we turn that over to T Dog over here.
All right.
Yeah, rules are simple. Top 5. If I steal a pick, you can't have it. If you steal a pick, I can't have it. That's how drafts work.
Typical
So
vibes
here we go.
here.
Top 5 nostalgic things from our childhood, part 2. Actually, I'm going to say it again in case I want to do a bit for Instagram. Top 5 nostalgic things from our childhood. Am I saying childhood right? I'm going to emphasize childhood again. Take 3. Top 5 nostalgic things from our childhood, part 2.
Boom, let's do it. All right, first pick, I'm going to go with a staple, a classic, a downright enjoyable thing. I'm going Diary of a Wimpy Kid here.
Ooh.
And I'm taking that one first because
Stole my honorable mention from last time.
Yeah, I'm taking that one first because I didn't know if honorable mentions were like
Hey,
options
we
here,
make up
and
the
so I wanted
rules.
to- let's make up a rule.
So you can include it.
Okay. Yes.
W's
And I wanted to kind of clear that up right away, just moving forward, so
I'll be
there's no
back.
confusion
I'll be back.
here.
No, keep explaining. I have something for you.
All right.
For the desk. For the desk.
For the desk. Yes. And I took Diary of a Wimpy Kid first because I thought there's a pretty out of anything. I thought maybe like Matthew might remember that from last time, remember his list from last time, be like, okay, now I'm gonna make it an actual selection versus just an honorable mention. And so I wanted to grab it. I wanted to see if I had the chance to grab it, and if so, I was gonna do that. And so, I'm trying to build the best list possible. If you remember last time, Matthew, there it is. Matthew stole something pretty crazy first overall, and I really wanted it. So, I wanted to try to do do the same. Let's just do that. Free plug, free promo for Diary of a Wimpy Kid right now.
We're decorating the desk, boys.
Jeff Kinney, dude.
Bobbleheads are back.
Bobbleheads are back. You know what? So true. So true. Anyways,
So funny.
so yeah,
Check us out on YouTube. I got a whole stack of Diary Wimpy Kid books and my bobblehead gwag over here. Sorry, I totally missed your explanation, but Editor Ken will send it to me in post.
Okay.
So I understand. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job.
for sure.
Great job.
I'm glad you agree.
Good pick. Good pick.
Anyways, enjoyable books, enjoyable movies.
Did you watch the
some of them.
new ones on Disney Plus?
I haven't seen the new ones.
They're not bad.
Okay.
They're not bad.
Okay. But, if we're just talking nostalgia here, gotta go.
Great memes that have come out
OG.
over the years.
Yeah, come on. Just a silly time, and I just remember like reading them like in school, enjoying them, and there's something special there. Anyways,
Ooh, good pick. All right.
thank you.
Okay, so my first pick. This could be argued that like it's later in the years as well,
Mm-hmm.
but technically, let's pull up the definition of nostalgia, shall we?
We're getting technical here.
Definition of nostalgia. A sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past. So it doesn't explain
Wow.
how long in the past.
That's pretty vague.
So I'm gonna say the fitness gram pacer test.
Dang it. Ouch.
Very nostalgic. Just the dude's voice. We're gonna put it in now.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Does that not take you back to 7th grade PE class?
Yeah.
The sweatiness of middle school, growing boys in the locker room.
Whew.
Anyways, that's all I have to say
of growing
for
was
my number
happening.
one pick. I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Wow.
Were you good at that, by the way? The pacer one?
Was I good at that?
Yeah. Like, how long were you lasting?
Oh.
I don't even know what was the score.
I don't remember. I think what's like a good
pacer
That's
test?
a Google search right there. What's like a good pacer test score?
Because it'd speed up. 1, bing. 2, bing. 3, bing.
Okay, it's not giving me any kind of answer here.
I think 70s were pretty good.
Okay.
90s was crazy. I think I was reaching like 70s. Maybe 90s was like
Nice.
a high score. I don't know. I could just be crazy. I try to, I hate running
Mm-hmm.
like without a purpose.
Same.
Like basketball, I could run all day.
Yes. Absolutely. I fully agree. Yep.
So it's just so hard to just keep running
Yeah.
when you're just going back and forth.
And it's not like I'm like listening to music or like a podcast or anything, which by the way, feel free to listen to our podcast if you haven't.
Hey, if you're running this right now, you got this, mama. Keep going. Throwing in motivational quotes.
Yeah. And so it's just like me and a bunch of other kids.
I like to believe that I was top 5 every time,
Nice.
but I don't. I'm not confident in that. So I'm not going to come here and say that.
All right. Yeah. All right.
All right. Shout out to
Pacer
Fitness
test.
Grand Pacer Test.
There you go.
Hate it. But nostalgic.
Yeah.
Takes you back. All right. You're up, number 2.
Second for me, I thought about taking this first overall just because we've already mentioned it in the episode.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Tacen.
It
Don't do
might
it. Don't do it.
It might.
I think I know what you're going to take it.
It might.
Are you going to take mine?
It might get cut out, so I don't know if it'll actually be in here. So feel free to disregard this. All right. Second overall, I'm gonna take Scooby Doo.
Oh, that was not what I was thinking.
Whoa.
You were going to take.
Whoa. Just undeniable memories, movies, shows, just fun times.
Brand.
Yeah. I mean, like Scooby snacks. They had the fruit snack thing going.
They had the cinnamon bones.
Yeah. Just
Cinnamon bones.
shout out to Cinnamon Bones. Yeah, loved it. Great time. Great show. Good job.
So you're just taking Scooby-Doo, just the whole thing.
If you want something from it,
No, I don't want anything from it.
We could talk about
No, you're
it,
good.
but for the most part,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Just like shout out Scooby Doo, man.
It is.
Because when I think about it, there's so many different
Oh my gosh.
iterations.
There's the crossover ones back in the day.
Yes.
The old cartoons.
My specific favorite
Harlem Globetrotters.
got to be Harlem
Yeah,
Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Just like
Batman 2.
come on, Batman was lit. And that's like the thing though, because you have like the old ones, like the Harlem Globetrotters. You have like the more like recent ones, like the Mystery Incorporated stuff.
I binge watched that one
Yes.
Christmas break.
Yeah. And
You got
also
the-
like the movies.
I never watched the live action movies though.
There you go.
Scooby-Doo Saturdays.
Scooby-Doo Saturdays.
So let's bring it back.
Could be fun. There's the live action movies. There's like still the animated movies and everything. There's just so much there.
When they were babies,
Yeah.
the puppy
Yeah.
pals. I don't know.
Puppy pals.
Puppy snacks.
Scooby-Doo Puppy Pals.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
Alright.
I accept.
Shout out to the creator of
pick.
Scooby-Doo. I don't know who you are, but you struck
That's
gold
okay.
on that one.
All right. This is what I don't know. Which one do I want to?
Also, sorry, I feel the need to say this, first of all. I've caught myself glancing over here a couple of different times.
He's
No, I'm being so serious. I can't read it. Like
It's really small. It's really
it's
small.
pretty small. I'm also like I'm
Like-
not focused. I'm not trying to read it. I can just like see that there's text on a screen,
That's okay.
and so like it. I don't want to.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Okay,
So you're
great.
fine.
I just want to avoid any kind of allegations.
Okay, my
So, yeah.
number 2 pick.
Mhm.
This is what I thought you were gonna say, and so this is why I'm gonna steal it now because I still think you're gonna steal it.
Whoa, I'm scared.
This is how we started the morning. Good mythical morning.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'm keeping the older theme, middle school vibe here.
Wow.
Watch it. But I never watched it in the morning. I'd always watch it post school, like come home from school and watch it.
Yeah.
But very nostalgic. I mean, just Rhett and Link in general. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of Rhett and Link stuff come up on the feed lately.
My actual dad's.
my papa's me uppies. Papa. I probably haven't watched it in 5 years,
Mhm.
but so nostalgia.
Nostalgia. It counts. It
All,
counts.
all the Willet episodes,
yeah.
just great show to just watch. Rhett and Link's YouTube or music videos,
Yeah.
iconic. So
I
still,
I was watching it. I was watching it last night before I went to bed.
Oh, for real? Wait, so are you a full episode watcher?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude. I will say, if there is a video I do want to watch that catches my attention,
It's definitely hit or miss. I'm not
will
not
watch
clicking
it.
on everyone just because it's something that they put out, like an artist that you really love, like just any song you're clicking on it, listening to
Loyal
it.
GMM
Like, it's-
over here.
If it looks good and I'm like bored, I got nothing to watch. I'm like, you know what? Cool. I like
think-
these guys. I know these guys. I like their content. So
Yeah, no, I respect that.
yeah.
I think Good Mythical Morning kind of has an influence on us.
Absolutely.
On the show, there's
Look,
similarities.
Just screenshot
Like-
yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to them.
A lot of similarities. I mean, I think they've inspired us a lot. I think they've inspired probably a lot of people a lot just to kind of get into it. Shout out to my daddies.
Mhm.
Great pick.
Thank
Great
you,
pick.
thank you.
I wish dang it. I wish I went there, but
That's okay.
yeah.
All right, number 3.
Number 3 for me. 1,
2, 3, save some for me.
is gonna be this one's a little bit specific. I mentioned a Mario game last time. Shout out to Super Mario Galaxy. Maybe just one of my all-time favorites. There's I could shout out just the Nintendo DS. But I wanted to be more specific.
Well, you can include that as well because I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
So you
Shout
can
out to Nintendo DS. Not my pick, but shout out. There's like a Super Mario 64 mini game in there
Mm.
called I think it's called Loves Me or Loves Me Not. Basically, it's Yoshi, right? And he's sitting on like a hillside with a little flower and you're just picking it. Loves me not. And for some reason,
That's crazy.
and I don't remember it fully, so maybe there's like more to it, and I'm like, yes, exactly. Boom.
Editor can put up pick on screen.
Come on.
So I never had a DS growing up, but I've seen the screen before in my life.
Yeah. And
Oh, dude, he's so sad. He's sitting on the edge of the
dude,
fence,
and when he,
brick wall.
I mean, feel free to, maybe, I don't know if you're able to put it in a clip or shout out to Editor Ken, or if we can just like find one, but, dude, just like the disappointment.
Wait, so
of-
how do you play? You just
you
pluck
you just pick them because
feathers?
you take the little
Feathers.
stylus, the
the feathers of the flower.
the feathers. You take the little stylus from the DS and you just like pick the flowers. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if there's like a gameplay definition here, but you just pick them. And I just remember having a lot of like emotional stock in that game, and I just like really wanted the best for my guy Yoshi. I was just really trying to, find him some love, but.
So do you just play until you get a love me, and then you feel good about yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I wasn't like sitting here like wishing anybody was loving me or something, but
Really loves me not.
yeah,
Is this game rigged? You just
it
feel
might be
bad about
rigged.
yourself every time.
It might be rigged.
That's
But
crazy.
no, I just remember playing that, passing the thing back and forth, just really really trying to get that, and
Oh, would you play it with someone else?
yeah, just like I feel like that's just kind of like a sibling thing, like growing up, or just like
Mom doesn't like
no.
you.
um, and then we got split up into different houses, and then
Come on now. It's a true story.
Anyways, shout out Yoshi. And if nobody else loves you, I
So
do.
that specific game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is about it because
Yeah.
it's not even like the craziest game, like
Interesting.
gameplay wise, but I just
Doesn't-
really
no, it's
remember
pretty crazy,
caring
man.
like
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
So
Oh, would you ever have like a girl's name in your mind?
I wasn't really sitting there like thinking about anybody. I was like so young and I wasn't really invested in any of that at that point, I don't think. But I just remember like wanting to like get it and like not getting it was like so sad. I was like, I don't know who Yoshi's thinking of or crushing on, but I want him to find love as well. So, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, good pick, man.
kind of a niche one, but
No, I like it. I like it.
Thanks.
Great pick.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Number 3.
All right.
Probably could have got that at pick 17. But,
Treasure
whatever.
chest. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Treasure chest, pacer test.
Gonna make a mess.
Because I'm the best.
Hey, yo. Okay. Random talk rapping's back. All right. My number 3 pick. I'm gonna say PBS Kids.
Boom.
Just the whole thing. If
Do
you could
it.
take the whole Scooby
Do
Doo,
it
I'm
to
taking the
me.
whole PBS Kids.
I mean, whole network is crazy. Because you got like
I got the
countless
online
shows.
games.
I took
I
like
got the
one show.
shows.
Dang it, dude. You know what? Yeah, I don't think I have any PBS Kids stuff on my thing. So yeah, that is yours to take. So
You know what I watched the other
feel free to
day?
grab it. What's up?
Rough Ruffman.
Whoa.
The Rough Ruffman show. Did you ever watch the show?
I remember it pretty vaguely.
Okay, so I loved this show growing up.
Okay.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my dream. Like, I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I don't even know how old I was. It was my dream to be cast on it. Because if you go to PBS Kids, there's like, slash casting, be on the show.
Yeah.
And I wanted my mom to sign me up to be on it. And I was too afraid to ask her, so I never actually did. But like, it was my dream to be on this show. Like, I feel like it was
That's so
everybody's
cute.
dream to be on this show.
Right.
Because it's basically like, they do
That's kinda like the whole
challenges,
show,
they
yeah.
do, and so this YouTube video popped up on my feed the other day that it was like a deep dive into Rough Ruffman. And so I was like, okay, let's watch it. It was actually really cool and informative. But something that I learned just ruined the show for me 20 years later.
No.
And so it's this talking dog, and these kids sit down in front of this TV to watch this dog
Yeah.
give them instructions for
Yeah.
the day, for the episode. And I was always fascinated to see, like, how are they animating this dog in real time with the voice? And these kids are just seeing it happen live. And I know what
Yeah.
you're thinking. Now you're like, that doesn't happen. But as a kid, I was so
At
like,
the time, when was this? 2017.
well, I think no,
They
no,
ran
no.
No,
That's
I'm-
when it ended. It was 2017.
Yeah, I'm saying they ran forever. I didn't realize
when
it
did
was
it
all the way up until
start?
2017. Dang.
But anyways, I was so disappointed when this breakdown of this episode came out. This YouTube video came out, and I was like, Rough Ruffman is not real.
Rough Ruffman is ruined.
But I was wanting it to happen so badly.
So, what did you learn? Just that.
So the actor was just in a shed, like off, like still like in the area,
Mhm.
but like he would just read the lines. It was like a Zoom call, basically. The
Yeah.
kids would just see him, which I was like, never mind, I don't want to be in that show anymore.
Well, you kind of missed your chance by like 8 years, but
Okay, dude, I think they ran a rerun of this because
ooh,
the first episode came out in 2006.
yeah.
So, Yeah.
Interesting. How do you think like younger you would have responded to like hypothetically going for it, getting it, and that's like the reality. You know what I mean?
Well, and then I learned. So I learned. I
Mm.
mean, as a kid, your imagination is just there, anyways. So like anything's possible.
Mm.
And they would do these challenges. They'd come back, and the people who didn't go on those challenges would participate in a halftime quiz show, which I thought was the coolest idea ever. And I think about it all the time. Like if someone quizzes me on our podcast episode today when we record, I feel like I paid attention enough,
Absolutely.
So I always thought, well, they were actually gone doing challenges, they really just was like, all right, go off. And then these kids will just have their time to watch them go 2 months earlier. Like they filmed it in the summer. Like all the episodes they just filmed in the summer. And then like months later, they edit it, months later, they just watched a video about it. I was like, oh man. So they're not really running out into the dog kennel feeling so excited. But I
Dang
learned
it,
so
man.
much from that show.
Yeah.
And so I bet younger me would probably be disappointed. But
Yeah.
I mean, I love just like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And so I've been like soaking it all in. Like this is so
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, shout out to them for still, going and putting that on, even though it sounds like a long process. But
Yeah. So shout out to PBS Kids.
shout out to
And
previous
specifically
kids.
Rough Ruffin.
Rough.
Greatest theme song probably ever in television history. Top 5.
Whoa.
Top 5. You're
Um,
up. Number 4.
this one's the one that I feel the least excited about of my 5.
So you're not putting this at number 5?
Well, I'm drafting it at well, it's my fourth one, but I guess I don't have to take it at number 4. I just
You
like
can
I
let
didn't
it
think
slide
I,
in the draft.
I didn't think you. I want my fifth. No, I want my fifth one to be 5. I think
No,
it's
that's
special.
okay. That's okay. I was just curious.
I didn't think you were gonna take it, so I didn't think it mattered.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Ooh, it's tricky. I'm going school buses.
I had it on my list.
Whoa.
It wasn't my top 5, but I did have it in case you stole one of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, school bus.
I
Hop on the magic school bus.
not always the most exciting place to be, not always the most, fun thing to be doing, but
When's the last time I actually had this conversation with JJ? When's the last time you heard the Magic School Bus theme song?
probably a really long time ago. Cuz they're doing like the reboot thing on Netflix, I think. But I think it's a different song probably. I don't know for sure.
Talk to me about school buses.
Yeah, I think I mean, now that we have it pulled up.
All right.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip. With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good.
Jazzy.
Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on the Soundway,
Wow.
swinging through the stars. Take a left at Joey Teston.
This is bringing me back further than I thought I could go.
Alligator nostril, climb on the magic school bus, make a Plankton too. On our magic school bus, rock the river of lava. On magic school bus, such a fine thing to do. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and
Jazzier than I remember.
Big time.
get baked into a pie on the magic school bus. Step inside, it's a wilder ride. Come on, ride on the magic school bus.
What was the little redhead kid's name that's always scared of everything?
Arnold?
Something like that.
Arnold, I think.
Anyways, the thing about like kid shows, I think, is it's kind of hard to have like really like diverse, like
Whoa.
just emotionally complex.
They got
children.
last names too.
They got last name.
Arnold Perlstein.
Yeah, Arnold. You were right, by the way. So shout out to that. But I guess my point is like a lot of times in like kid shows, you have characters that are just kind of like one, like, how do I say this? Like, kind of like Inside Out, how they just kind of have like one emotion per character. I feel like that's kind of how it is with
They
like
just got one
some kids.
personality trait.
He's got like just
Yeah.
one guy, like his whole part. Okay, I haven't seen the show in a really long time. I could be wrong.
Pop
maybe
off, Tacen.
maybe
Pop
he
off.
was super fun loving. Maybe he was super charismatic or something. But all I really remember
He's a party
of him
pooper, bro.
is he's a party. Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with being worried or
They
being
probably
anxious
had a
about
party
something.
in his poop.
Exactly.
he's the magic school bus.
There's nothing wrong with being scared of taking risks or being scared of some big crazy larger than life adventure or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being scared of a magic school bus because those are not real. That's fine.
Wait, it's not real? Like rough. Just kidding.
Rough, where'd you go?
Rough.
Because maybe that's. And I'm just kind of going off here. Apologies. Skip ahead like 3 minutes if you're not interested in this. I'm assuming that's how long it's going to take me. Like when you're trying to show children, like when you're making a show, you're like, okay, well this kid, he's going to kind of represent when you're feeling really uncertain, when you're feeling really scared about something. And so you kind of relate to him in those moments. But the fact that it's like an all the time thing, it's just kind of like, okay. Nobody cares about the emotions of the Magic School Bus characters. Whatever.
No. I think I get what you're saying. I think
because like nobody's gonna like him because they're all gonna think he's like a wimp. Shout out to the books in front of me. You know what I mean? Though.
However, I think it's more relatable because we all get that one kid in our class that is like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's like,
man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just
a good pick. School bus. You gotta get like school bus memories that you could think of.
I just wish we had more colorful characters.
Okay.
Inside and out. That's all I'm gonna say. School bus memories.
Talking like skin tone or
I remember
personality trait.
All of it, man.
Especially hearing you talk, right? It is wild though, like not going on a school bus for a while and then hopping back on one. Because working at the school, I took a couple field trips,
right?
And those were like, oh my gosh, took me back. Whoa. Even though I was only like 1 or 2 years removed from that, it's still a very nostalgic place. For sure.
Yeah, school buses are so present. I hate
still
that I'm
here,
spending
guys.
so much time on this.
Save the school buses.
They're great, and I remember like just kind of usually sitting by myself, just kind of like reflecting or like
especially those early
doodling
morning
in my
pickups.
notebook or like just
this is why you have a podcast though. Just to explain all your thoughts to the world.
This is why we play.
This is why we play.
I mean, everything's better with a friend, but even just like that little buffer period, like post school, pre getting home, of just like it's kind of like free time in a way.
Yeah. Well, how many times
that you
later?
just kind of beat
how many
yourself?
times later in life you just pop in some headphones, listen to music,
exactly,
enjoy the bumps on the road, and
get
home safely.
I do remember getting to middle school, and then it was much more of like a headphones in experience, and
Tacen was so cool
great.
middle school. Tacen was so cool middle school.
I really wasn't, but that's okay. I do have some pretty fond musical memories of headphones in, school bus listening. Anyways, Editor Ken, feel free to get rid of all of that. My pick is school buses, and I feel great about it. Matthew,
I feel great about it. I included in my honorable mention potential list.
this is your last pick, man.
This is my fourth pick.
Fourth pick. Sorry,
You went first.
I went first. Okay.
I'm gonna go iMovie. iMovie
Boom.
app on the iPad. How many summer days do we just make movies with the siblings?
Yeah.
I thought the superhero action one was really fun to make. Just a lot of, I just grew up making home videos with the fam. So iMovie played a huge part in that. So
And it shows. Look at us now.
really nostalgic.
Still making videos.
Yeah, really nostalgic because I haven't touched it in 10 years or something. So
Do you ever, going back to the Good Mythical Morning thing, because I want to. Because this is my podcast, dang it. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about.
No one's stopping you.
Going back to the good
I love this
mythical morning
Tacen,
thing.
by the way.
They obviously, as you mentioned, they also have a lot of content just as Red and Link, like outside of that specific show. I think about that a lot with our show, not like comparatively, but just like how fun would it be, like, I guess
To make other content?
yeah, you know what I mean? Like
we've talked about this.
exactly, and we have kind of at certain points. But do you ever think about like if we were doing that instead of like a podcast? Do you know what I mean?
More video based.
Yeah, because the special thing about Red and Link, free plug here for the 8 million people who are going to see this.
They need this. They need this right now.
They need this right now. They have a series right now on like just the Red and Link channel, called Wonder Hole or something.
Oh yeah, I've watched like the first episode.
It's a lot more. It's a lot different.
It's not movie
Yeah.
based storytelling.
And I just think about like that's so crazy that like it's such a big step away from and that's not even the first time they've done something like that. They had the whole like buddy system thing on YouTube Red, I think it was called. Yeah, crazy. Anyways, but I do think about that a lot, just how much fun it could be to do like scripted content.
2027, man.
2027.
That's the year. That's the year.
I got 2 years to think of good ideas, and then, by then we'll probably have enough for one episode.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that I think you look back on life and you just take from lots of different outlets and people, like that kind of make you who you are today.
Yeah.
Like the influences of Rhett Link or just that drive of like, oh, I want to be on this show, and daydreaming about that. Rough man. It was pretty rough when I didn't get on it. And then just like making movies as a kid during the summertime when you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
To now, like, being comfortable in front of the camera, and then even at like, at the high school level, like doing film, making videos. It's like, well, how much was that influenced by my childhood?
Yeah.
So,
dang it, man.
Yeah. Shout to nostalgia.
Well, and I mean, even like another plug here for a great content creator. Even like the stuff that like you've done on YouTube, like just like the vlogs and everything.
Vlogs are fun. Memories are fun.
Or like like the Denmark video specifically. Like that's a whole experience.
Yeah.
It's
fun to be creative, man.
It's really fun to be creative, and
it's fun to like hold on to that as long as you can.
Yeah.
And even just like put it out to the world. It's just always going to be out there. So you can watch it anytime you want. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, be creative.
I mean, that's something that we've said about this podcast, like since we started doing it, of just like, if nothing else, it'll be a really fun thing to look back on. Mm-hmm. And it'll be really good to like have like this YouTube channel or like Spotify page or whatever, where we can just go and scroll and like,
I mean, there's many moments when I just am in that sad, sentimental, nostalgic mood.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, let's turn on the podcast. And it has like 2 views, but I'm like, I don't care. This is why we play.
both of them were me, but it was great.
Or your mom.
Or my mom.
Yeah. All right. You got final pick here.
Final pick here. Actually, this is a perfect segue. You think that it was scripted, but it's not. I'm taking season 1 of the Random Talk podcast, which I thought about taking season 2 because it's, in my opinion, undeniably greater than season 1. However,
you just stole our show.
I just stole our show. It's my show now. Editor Ken, if you could, thanks. Season 1 was great, and I thought, if we're talking nostalgia here, I wanted to push it back as far as possible because I didn't know how loose we were going to be with our boundaries of what is like old enough to be considered nostalgic. And so I wanted to kind of play it safe and throw it all the way back. But, But
throws it back. Not on this show.
Anyways, yeah. Shout out to season
wow.
1. Shout out to getting into making this show.
I mean, as this season will come to an end in a couple episodes, but also just taking a break for 2 years, season 1 was 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and like that is, I mean, that time period of just human history,
Yeah.
like COVID, stuck at home,
Yeah.
like that in itself.
Yeah. I mean, that's what made the podcast such a viable option for us, was because, like so many other people, shout out to all the podcasts that started in 2020, and shout out to all of them that we've outlived, baby.
And we're more consistent with
This
Stink It.
is our 6th year of putting out
Sound-
at least one podcast episode.
We've got our sound in the waves, in the airwaves.
In a row.
For 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are forever etched in podcast history, whether you like it or not, stinkers. Anyways, no, but I loved creating something, and just the fact that it was new and like all of that made it better for sure. But seeing it grow, seeing everything that we've been able to do with it, is great, and that's all possible because of where it started, which was season 1. So
Listen, you have to, in order to get through here's my other favorite quote. In order to become beauty, you got to go through the cringe. And we went through the cringe in season 1.
we absolutely
So
did.
probably don't listen to it, but you can on all platforms.
It's out there. Not on YouTube.
Not
though,
on
so
YouTube.
Sorry.
But yeah, season 1, here's how season 1 went down.
Mm.
I would be in my room looking at my phone,
Yep.
looking at the little air sound waves go up and down.
Yep.
We weren't even FaceTiming each other. We weren't on
Nope.
Google Meets or Zoom.
Nope. Just literally, it was just like a phone call, just watching the
Sometimes-
time go up until we got to like an hour or so.
Yep. Sometimes I just like stared at my ceiling, stared at my wall,
Absolutely.
and we just have a phone conversation, like a phone call.
Yeah.
So that's how season 1 was.
Yeah. And
Look at us now. We can touch.
We made it. We made it great with different games and things and segments and everything, but even just like the raw convo, like that's awesome, man.
Just the origin of our story, man.
And yeah, and just looking back, being younger,
Our voices.
I feel like we say it a lot. This is kind of a very like self-referential podcast, which sorry, but that's kind of the whole reason we
Stink
did it.
it.
So
That's why we're doing
what's
this.
gonna happen. Stink it,
We
please.
lost all the listeners in the last 5 minutes. Stink it, stink it.
Stink it, stink it, stink it. Like we were 16 when we started this show, which
Dang it.
is nuts. Still in high school. I mean, obviously, with like COVID and
I
everything,
didn't even.
it was
I couldn't even
different for a
drive
minute.
yet. I didn't have my driver's license.
Yeah.
So we couldn't like hang out all the time.
Yeah. It wasn't until like midway through season 2 that we like had, finished school and everything and did the whole like recap episodes.
Yeah. And then got together
Yeah.
and then recorded with Scooby,
Boom.
like live with the camera.
Yeah.
And
Episode
then we
31.
just slapped it. We just slapped it up
Season
on
2.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And then we tried to do a couple others. And season 3 came along. We're like, let's do YouTube all the time and
Yeah.
Zoom calls, and now we're here. So
Dang it,
shout out to season 1. That's a crazy pick.
man.
That's a crazy pick.
Thanks. Season 2 would have been a nutty pick.
I would have
But-
accepted either. Season 2 is
Okay.
legendary in my opinion.
Season 3.
Hey man, season 3 is it's good. It's a
Just
good
the
season.
last 3 years of life.
Well, if you're gonna go season 1, for my last pick, I'm gonna go very specific, very recent,
Whoa.
and it's nostalgic because I think every time we go there,
Wow.
we get
Yeah.
sentimental.
Yeah.
Give me the treehouse.
Yeah.
Give me the treehouse. Summer of 2022, we built this
Dang it.
treehouse, and in this park,
Great pick.
we spent our spring and our summer there.
Mm-hmm.
Just how many times getting food, letting our legs dangle from the platform in the trees, looking at the sunset. We'd bring friends there.
Mm.
It was just so fun. And
Yeah.
literally a year ago, actually, from tomorrow,
Yeah.
is when we went with Madeline during spring break, during
Yeah.
her spring break. And we
Yeah.
just, by that time, the treehouse was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
But we just sat on the hill and just looked out, nostalgia right there.
Wow.
So Give me the treehouse. That was actually not on my pick until you brought up season 1 of the podcast. So I was like, I'll get more recent.
That's
Anyways,
hey,
that's
man. This is why we play.
this is why we play. I really hope Isaac and you guys will maybe bring back the treehouse.
Whoa.
Revive Patty. Resurrect Patty.
Dude.
I think that'd be so fun to come home to.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Something to keep in mind.
Something to chew on.
Anyways, that's our round 2 of top 5, top 10.
Top
Nostalgic
10
things.
nostalgic graphs.
Let's
split
do a
into
little
two
recap,
parts.
shall we?
Yeah.
I said, what did I go first? Fitness Grand Pacer test was my first.
No, that was your second.
What was my first? Good Mythical Morning? I don't have it in order. Good Mythical Morning, Fitness Grand Pacer test, PBS Kids, iMovie, The Treehouse. Yours was...
It might have been Good Mythical Morning because I went Diary of a Wimpy Kid first, and you thought I was going to take.
You're right.
J-Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Mythical Morning,
Mm-hmm.
Fitness Grand Pacer test,
Mm-hmm.
PBS Kids, iMovie, Treehouse.
That's 5. My list went a little bit like this. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Scooby Doo, Loves Me, Minigame,
That's
Shout out
crazy
Yoshi.
top 3 right there.
School buses. I don't know.
Yeah.
Season 1 of the Random Talk podcast.
Wow. Got some honorable mentions as we round up the episode.
Please.
Book fairs, I think we've probably mentioned a couple times.
Shout out.
Play-Doh. Scholastic book fairs.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
I thought about Play-Doh.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Legos.
Pleasant. Good memory. Yeah.
High school,
Legos is
the
really
High
good
School
one.
Musical trilogy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otter Pops.
Wow. Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Dang it. That's a really good one.
thanks, man. Any HMs for you?
I'm trying to think something that isn't food.
That's okay. You could do food.
Shout out to the little straws that were like.
For cereal? Oh, sorry. No, go.
Shout out to the little straws that were made out of like. I think they're just like chocolate wafers or something, but they're just like little cylindrical little straws.
Oh, yeah. I think we were
And
thinking the
you
same
could-
thing. You
yeah,
can put it in cereal.
You could like just.
They
It's-
turned regular milk into chocolate milk, and it was the craziest invention ever.
I think that was like the whole like marketing thing, but shout out to those. Those are very. That's a deep cut
Lunchables.
memory. Shout out to the Lunchables.
Eat them every week.
Boom.
Eating Mike Nikes with Isaac.
Let's
I was,
just-
I was, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of putting Isaac on my top 5,
Oh wow.
but I was like, no, I don't know if that's,
Dude.
but yeah.
Yeah. How sad can we get?
The pie era.
a little more. Wow. Shout
Anyways,
out.
before we,
Shout out to friendship.
hey, we got good episode for saying it hasn't even hit noon yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know your top 5 nostalgic things. But yeah, there's so
Top
many we're
10.
missing. So that's why we did top 5. Another part 2, top 5. But to round out the episode, Tacen, of course, we got to get grateful. What's your yay of the day?
Give me just like a spiral notebook.
Ooh, yeah. Crispy.
Crispy.
Not the composition ones. Those
Mm.
were so hard to write in. Why did we have those? Spiral notebooks, yay of the day. I sustain that vote. Great yay of the day, Jason.
Thank you.
My yay of the day, got a couple on my wrist. Bracelets.
Bracelets.
I think bracelets are so fun. You know?
Bracelets are so fun.
So that's my yay of the day. Keep me stylish, I
Let's
guess.
get swaggy.
I don't know. Good colors too.
Keeping it stylish.
Fun and simple. Find them in treasure chests. Episode 3 Random Talk Podcast. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. Listen to it, I guess. That's the least you could do.
Do what you do.
Be nice to people. And we will see you very soon. Let's say word on 3. 1, 2, 3. Peanuts.